Talk about that later on. Right now, let's look across North Texas. One sophomore student wanted to add a support club. UNT students had the opportunity to get questions about immigration answered late last week due to mechanical issues. The official did say greeters with disabilities will have an extended period of time. Well, Mason and Kennedy, we can expect great temperatures for the rest of the week. A Tiny Tykes employee said she believes in vaccinating kids. The first floor of the Patterson-Appleton Art Center was packed with comedians, drag queens and kings, musicians, and other Denton artists. The awards had 45 different categories. The goal was to recognize all forms of art.
Artists, people need validation, and it's really cool for me to have people come up to me and say like, hey, we appreciate what you do, to give us validation, and that gives me validation. And it's cool to experience that, to have like this mutual respect.
Lil Durk is a Denton rapper who was nominated in 2 categories. He was also nominated at last year's show.
So far, it's already better. It's a little bit more organized, but it's still kind of chaotic. This isn't a really big room, but I expect it to be just as fun, just as much of a good time, and I expect to win. That's the only thing that's going to be different this time.
The award show has received criticism in the past for lack of certain categories and awarding incorrectly. This year was not different.
I think that it comes with the territory of putting on an awards show, and there's no way to make every single person in Denton happy, but we do what we can for the community, and that's what this event is really about, celebrating Denton's activist community and our arts community, trying to make sure that they realize that their hard work is appreciated.
The musical group Honan was nominated for an award last year and was chosen to perform this year.
I'm just really glad that we've, brought light to all of the amazing stuff that happens in Denton. And I'm just really grateful to perform in front of all these people.
To check out all of this year's nominees and winners, head to the Dentonites website. I'm Erica Torres, NT Daily News. Emma Charlotte Baron was born in Durango, Mexico.
I remember my teachers, a few of my classmates, things of that nature.
She came to the States with her parents when she was 7 years old.
It was a lot of assimilation and having to do that very quickly. So growing up, I had to make sure that I knew the language, I knew it well, so that I could go to school because, that was a sacrifice that my parents had made for me.
She graduated from Irma Rangel Young Women's Leadership School in Dallas and continued her education at Austin College.
Eventually, the hope is to go to law school and become an attorney.
After graduating from law school, Emma will be eligible to take the bar exam in Texas and to receive financial aid. But dreamers in other states can't because some states require permanent residency or citizenship status to be eligible to take the bar exam. UNT's pre-law advisor also says other states do not offer financial aid for dreamers.
I think probably one of the greatest issues is the availability of financial aid. The reality is that law school is incredibly expensive, and that's true obviously if you go to a private school, but even public schools are outrageously expensive.
Emma says it is next to impossible to take out loans to finance law school education if someone is undocumented. In fact, her current job helped pay for her law school admissions test textbook, which was over $1,000. She also says it's hard to navigate the law school application process and law school itself.
So I've had a couple of friends who have DACA who were able to take the bar exam, and they told me that the requirement that they really needed was that Social Security number that was valid.
The Texas Board of Law Examiners website says, quote, someone who is authorized to work legally in the U.S. is qualified to take the bar exam. That implies DACA recipients are eligible to take the bar and pursue law in the state.
I like the dress though. Yeah, and I think it's all like paper mache, like it's all like paper. I'm afraid to touch it, but yeah, it's all